Hi, this is Mick Elliott from Electronic Specifier at Sensor and Test in Nuremberg. I'm here with Stephan Menze, Head of Global Innovation Management at Rutronik, and we're going to talk first about Rutronik System Solutions and what that entails for customers. So Stephan, could you just give us some details on System Solutions and where customers can engage with Rutronik?
Yeah, sure. So we founded Rutronik System Solutions now already 1 year ago. And what we offer to our customers are different levels of support. So we show it normally in the pyramid, where you can see that on the bottom of the pyramid we have the basic level, so means support on normal product level, but also on system level, because we also did it in the past, but we are doing now differently, or where we now have new ways, is that we have support level. So the higher you go on the pyramid, the more intense is the support we deliver. So that means, for example, after the basic level, we have a so-called advanced design level. That means we are creating our own Rutronik development boards. So we don't create end products. That's what we still do not do, but we create development boards, so proof of concepts for our customers. That means we try to give our customers a really easy access to the products of our suppliers. So, and then what we also have, more or less on the tip of the pyramid, we have the so-called research level. So we also have our own patents. That means we are working together with universities, for example, or with external partners to create even our own patents. And then we create solutions for our customers where we show really unique and exclusive ways of, for example, measuring air quality, or even we have a patent for an electronic nose, which is really amazing. And what we always try to do is then in the end to combine the different solutions we have, for example, so to extend the use case and to make it as flexible as possible also for our customers.
I believe that the top level is research level.
Yes.
So how does a customer engage you there? Is it typically a customer that comes along at research level with an idea as much as anything, and then you help them develop that? How far would you help them develop that? Would you just stop at research level, or could you take them down through all the levels till they get to a finished product?
I mean, in general, everything is possible. But normally, how we do it is, for example, we work together, like I said, with the universities. So they have just researches and work where they show us, okay, there's a really specific and unique way of measuring something. And then we work together with them to bring that into an industrial solution, for example, or just bring that into the market. So sometimes also the customers are engaged. That's also possible if they come with us with a problem or a challenge which they have, and then we tell them, okay, maybe we always have any solution, and then it's just the challenge to see, okay, how can we solve your challenge? And for example, with the electronic nose, we worked first together with the university, and then we we made a market analysis to find customers, and then we worked together with our customers to implement maybe this specific solution into the specific application of the customer. So that's also possible. But it's also possible that the customer come to us, and then we see if we maybe have already something which helps them, or if we can together develop something. It's also possible. So it's really it depends from customer to customer how they are engaging us. It's also possible. Normally they engage us with this solution approach. They engage us really early because they know, okay, the earlier we engage, in this case Rutronik Solutions, the better the support is in the end, and the more unique or customized the solution also is in the end.
Okay, so they finish with a customized product rather than a commodity product.
In the end, yeah, of course. In the end, everything leads to the customized solution for the specific customer. But at the beginning, we try to create a flexible board which we see, or where we see a big market or a big potential, and then we go to the customized solution in the end is for a specific customer. That's true.
Just to be clear before we move on, I know you've got a couple of examples involving sensors here, but the system solutions covers all products across Rutronik?
Yeah, in general, yes. So, of course, we highlight sensors because we see there is a big market for sensors, but in general, all our boards are made out of product from our line card. So all the parts on the boards are from our line card, and even the passives, and I mean, in general, every part is possible in our solution, and the goal always is to use all the parts from our suppliers. Yeah.
Okay, as I mentioned, you have some examples here, so perhaps you could talk us through them.
Sure. So what you can see here is our demonstration kit, so which we created especially for the exhibition here. So where we combine our baseboard, that's the so-called RDK2, which means Rutronik Development Kit 2, so because it's the second version, and then we stacked some of our adapter boards on this baseboard. So we have a CO2 sensing board, then we have a sensor fusion board where we have a lot of environmental sensors like temperature, humidity, pressure. We have a motion sensor on this sensor fusion board, and then we have a text-to-speech board with a Epson IC where you can convert text to speech, and we combined all this together. So, for example, to show sensor that you can give a voice output for sensor values or sensor data, or we show how to combine the sensor data for environmental sensing, for air quality sensing, and we even added a display that's also a display from one of our suppliers, to show also the sensor data on this display. So you can see here the different, for example, the VOC sensor from Sensirion, and we even have a comparison of the different CO2 sensors from Infineon and Sensirion, which is really interesting, obviously also for the suppliers, because the suppliers, they visited our counter here because they also want to see, okay, you have comparison now, the two CO2 sensors which are more or less or have the same technology, and it's also interesting for them because we always give the decision in the end to our customer, because the customer has to decide, okay, which is the sensor which fits the most to my application, and we are more or less neutral. So that means as a distributor we give them the opportunity to test both. So that's why we added both CO2 sensors from the different suppliers on one board, even directly next to each other. Then we have, for example, a CapSense slider technology from Infineon, which you can see here. And we just showed different functions here on this display. But then also we have on research level one solution here. That's this one over there, where we show here on the screen also sensor fusion, so all the different sensor data, which you can combine for, it depends on the application the customer wants to achieve. But we also have a solution where we it's a so-called WASP scare. So because we have a patent, it's still pending, but at the mid of this year we will have the patent for the WASP scare. So where we realized with UVA LEDs a technology where you can neutralize the air. Because the wasps, they need to guide or to navigate through the air, they need VOC gases, because VOC gases, they are also responsible for a smell. And if you neutralize the air, which means you neutralize the smell in the air, then the wasp is not, they cannot navigate anymore, and then they fly away. So because they fly to the next spot where they can smell something again. So and that's one level, but we also can use it, of course, to neutralize the air in general, so to neutralize smells and or odors in general, and also I talked about electronic nose. You can even know the smell in the end. So because if you can neutralize it, you also know the behavior of the VOC gas, and this helps you to have the relation to the specific smell. And then you also, if you tell the sensor which smell the VOC gas is, or how the VOC gas reacts, or the specific smell, then you can also realize electronic nose.
Okay.
So that's where we also have a patent pending, in which we will promote maybe at the mid of this year.
Okay. Stephan Menze, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.